Hey guys, if you like Will There Be Cake, don't forget to rate and review. Hey. Welcome to another episode of Will There Be Cake. I'm your host, Amber Simpson, and with me, as always, Robert Lamb.
That's me?
Yeah. Happy May 12th, Robert Lamb.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to celebrate.
I can't wait to celebrate.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I think in our time of 2020, this is like the most important holiday to celebrate right now.
This one?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Well, go ahead. Well, why were you going to say that?
Because it's International Nurses Day.
Never mind. I'll tell you after the podcast what I was thinking.
I think I know what you were thinking from your little dumb song that you
Yeah.
were singing before the podcast. So.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Good job.
I thought it was a different day.
That's
But
fine.
it's International Nurses Day.
Yeah.
Dang, that's international.
So now do you agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree that this is a solid, this is the most important day for sure.
Yeah. For
Right,
2020.
right before Easter.
Right before Easter. No, yeah. So International Nurses Day. It's most important because our nurses are getting murdered right now. Not like literally, but
No, like with all of this COVID-19.
They are the heroes of the times right now.
Doctors, nurses, essential workers, really.
Yeah.
Anybody who's out there being essential as fuck. I'm not essential. You're not essential.
I'm not essential.
We're essentially making podcasts.
Yeah. People need something to stay sane. So
Yeah.
we're kind of essential in that way.
Honestly, I would say things like Netflix is essential.
It is really.
To keep people at home.
When I was thinking about I was watching something the other day and someone was like, no one is benefiting from this, so I hope it ends soon. I was like, well, I feel like Netflix and Hulu's benefiting from this.
I wonder if they had like more signups.
Like Bite Squad and all them,
Yeah.
they're benefiting. They're like, fuck yeah, making all that money.
Anything like YouTube, anything that's like making people stay at home. Video
Yep.
games. I bet you people are downloading more
Yep.
video games.
That's true.
Makes sense, but yeah, obviously nurses are on the front lines with the doctors and with everybody in the healthcare professions and stuff like that. Like, they got to take care of all these people who are getting sick.
Yeah.
A lot of people are getting sick.
A lot of people are getting sick. And a lot of people think that, doctors are the most important people in healthcare, but really, it's the nurses.
Yeah, fuck doctors. Just kidding.
They play a key role in all of the medical institutions. They're responsible for the welfare, safety, and recovery of patients.
Well, that's the thing.
So they're not just there to do the surgery and book it. They're there to take care and make sure the healing
No, they
happens.
hook up everything. They have to.
They've got the
there's
tough,
a lot of
tough job.
I have a lot of friends who are nurses, and I was gonna try to get one of them to be on the podcast, but I'm like,
Yeah,
it's kind of busy right now. Like, me and Amber will just do this one.
I thought about it too. I only have one semi-close friend that's a nurse, and I don't think I haven't talked to him in a little while because I know he's busy. But when I think the first couple weeks of the COVID being really bad, I asked him, I'm like, so do you have to work with COVID patients? And he was like, no. He's like, they asked all of us if we were willing to work with COVID people, and I said, fuck no.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I have a couple of friends who are, and one friend, he has a beard. He had to shave his beard off because to put the mask on, they said it had to be right against your skin and stuff.
Yep.
So he had to shave his beard. Him and his wife both are nurses, so they alternate right now.
Jesus.
The only thing that they're scared of is they're around their kids. They have young kids.
Who's watching
too.
their kids when they're probably working?
Well, no,
way
one
more?
of them, they switch they
switch
work
shifts?
12-hour shifts or whatever,
Okay.
12 to 14-hour shifts. So they work 3 days. His wife works 3 days, then he works 3 days, and then they have one day together.
Well, I guess it's good that kids are
they're not as susceptible to
Right.
the virus, but
Still,
you
it's
never
still-
know. It could happen,
especially
some
when it's
younger
your kids.
people.
You're worried about it.
Yeah, and one of my friends, I think she just finished up school recently, and now she's a respiratory therapist, which is or a respiratory whatever.
Yeah.
So she's going into hooking up all the respirators and stuff like that. And I'm like, you just got into this at the wrong time,
Right?
But whatever. I mean, they need people out there. They
Yeah.
need people to do all this. So
It's a crazy time.
yeah. Scary.
Thank God we have all these, but there's not enough. There's not enough nurses. Even before this, like when I was investigating
Nancy Drew over
this,
here.
this
with
day,
her magnifying glass.
and I was reading an article before all the COVID outbreak, and it was like they were saying by like 2030, like there's not going to be enough nurses. Like, but right now there's not. And they didn't expect this to happen, so right now there's not enough nurses. Like they have like all over the world, they have like people who like just graduated or still students. Are like they just put them out there to help out, and it's like they have a little bit of experience, but they don't have enough experience to. It's kind of crazy.
Throw them out in the field.
Throwing them out. I think I read somewhere, I heard on a podcast or something though, there was somewhere that was like the students who hadn't even graduated yet, if they went into the hospitals and helped out, like they'd get an early graduation. Like they didn't even have to finish their classes and stuff like that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so at least there's that.
Yeah, that's a positive, I guess.
Yeah. So International Nurses Day every year has a theme. And the theme for this year before the COVID outbreak was nursing the world to health, with the focus on the true value of nurses to the people of the world. So it kind of fits.
I mean, I guess.
On accident.
The world.
Yeah.
The whole world.
But I mean, it fits because the whole world fucking needs help right now.
Yeah.
But it was also an extra special International Nurses Day before the outbreak because it was 2020 was the year of the nurses and midwives because it's the 200th anniversary of Florence Nightingale's birth. And that's why the International Nurses Day is on May 12th, because it's Florence Nightingale's birthday in 1820. And do you know who Florence Nightingale is?
You think, isn't she the lead singer of The Emotions?
Yes. Probably. She's the founder of modern nursing, or known to be the founder of modern nursing.
But so 200 years ago.
200th anniversary. Yeah, she was born.
She was born. So maybe, not to be a conspiracy nut, but maybe that has something to do with COVID.
Ooh, probably.
I mean, maybe she'd put a curse
She was like,
all.
200th anniversary. Nobody appreciates nurses. They're going to now.
Yeah, they're going to need them nurses.
It's kind of crazy, though, because that's what this day is about. It's about, like, being aware of how much nurses do for us and how important they are. And, like, no one's ever really gotten it. Like, people do get it, but the whole world hasn't gotten it like they finally do this year because of what's going down.
Right.
So it's kind of crazy.
I mean, yeah, there's just a lot going on right now, and who knows how long it's going to last. And obviously, there's a lot of people putting themselves in harm's way of at least like transferring it. I know I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube of people who are coming home from work, wherever they do work, if they're essential employees and they have to go out there and be around other people. They come home and they take off all their clothes and they wash them right away, and they take a shower and they're washing their hands like crazy and stuff because they just don't want to infect, especially family members.
Yeah. My boyfriend has some grandparents that are, getting to that. They're sick and they're to that age where they're, any day they could die.
Right.
So, and before all this COVID stuff, like his mom would go and she would bathe them and feed them and make sure they take their medication and stuff. But the nurses and doctors and stuff told like his mom and her brothers and sisters that they couldn't go over there anymore because if they got the smallest case of it, then they would die like instantly. So now his grandparents are like struggling because they have to bathe themselves and feed themselves and try and figure it out.
Well, nursing homes for sure are like, they got to be careful and stuff like that.
So
I know
exactly.
like, a lot of people, they're not letting anybody see anybody who's older.
Did you hear about, I think there was that one nursing home that was like, they tested everyone and like the whole nursing home had it. They had to evacuate the whole nursing home.
Yeah, my mom visits a friend of hers who she used to work with who's really old. No, not right now, not because of this whole thing, but she used to visit her, and now they won't even let her visit her. So then it's kind of sad. Her friend, like early kind of like she forgets things a lot and
Right.
stuff. It's not like dementia. She's not full on dementia,
Alzheimer's.
but she's starting to like kind of forget things. So she doesn't always remember when people visit her. So she's been calling my mom and saying like, "Why won't you visit me?" and stuff like the whole time. Like, did I say something wrong? Did I do something?
So now she's really not visiting her.
Well, yeah. So my mom was like, "No, like I can't visit you. I like tell the nurses to tell you why and all this
Yeah.
kind of stuff." So my mom wrote her letters instead because I guess she kept forgetting anyways.
Yeah.
So she wrote her letters and sent them in, but then she found out when she talked to one of the nurses that the nurses are holding
They're not
the
allowed to
letters
give
for
this
2
stuff.
weeks before they give them to the people because they're worried about that. So I was like, Jesus, she probably just
There's
thinks
no
I'm
winning.
ignoring her. Yeah.
Oh.
So, oh well.
Oh well, it's a sad life out there.
Yeah, hopefully it gets better soon. Who knows?
So I think 1953, an official with the U.S. Department of Health, Education, and Welfare named Dorothy Sutherland asked President Dwight D. Eisenhower to proclaim this day as Nurses' Day, but of course he didn't. So, but since 1965, the International Council of Nurses celebrated it anyway, and then in January of 1974, the day was officially made International Nurses' Day. So it's been around for a little while. It's one of the more...
Yeah, it's been longer than a lot of these other.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
more than Peach Cobbler Day.
more than a lot of them.
That's good.
But yeah,
It's an important day.
it's really important. Nurses are they have an enormous amount of knowledge. They have many diverse skills, and they spend years perfecting and developing all the time, working in tough environments and extreme stress. Like, I can't imagine it. I would never be a nurse. I wanted to be a vet, and then I was like, it's too much for me.
Yeah,
A nurse would. No, I don't know how
see
people do it.
sick all the time. You
Yep.
get people who it's not even just that they're sick. It's like some people are just like also tired of being sick,
Yeah.
or just frustrated,
Yeah.
or in pain,
Yeah.
and then they
Sick
just
and
get
dying people are mean.
yeah, and they get like agitated really easily. Like I just wouldn't be able to put up with that stuff.
Yeah. And they know how to deal with that, and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it's a good day to celebrate.
It's a good day to celebrate. I don't know if you've been watching that show that John Krasinski started. It's called Some Good News.
Some
or
good
whatever.
news, yeah.
He has a lot of episodes that kind of but mention like nurses and stuff like that. And one of them I watched recently was like he in some hospital in Boston. He they had sent a cameraman there or something, and was talking to them through an iPad, and they were all upset that there's no sports right now, no baseball, and they're all like Boston Red Sox fans. So he rented a bus and took 5 nurses to the stadium, the Red Sox stadium, and they got to run the bases, and they threw the first pitch
nice.
of the season or whatever, and then they had all of the players and the mayor and the governor and all that say something on the screen, and then they gave them 4 years worth, everyone in the hospital, every nurse and doctor, 4 years of passes to when baseball
starts back
right
up, yeah.
to go to any game they want to go. I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cute.
Wow.
But yeah.
So there's some good news.
Some good news. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then when I was outside at 8:00 the other day, because I don't go outside much, but I guess that's the shift change or whatever for doctors and nurses, 8 p.m. or one of them. And there was 3 fire trucks or ambulances just driving down the street, just honking, and everyone around was cheering and stuff like that. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I saw
people
that,
are doing that kind of stuff, and it was all for nurses. And
well, our baseball field, Tropicana Field,
oh yeah, that's right,
lights up blue right now for the nurses and
that's
stuff
sweet.
like that. And then also I saw an article saying in Brazil, the Jesus statue or whatever, they put lights on it to have blue, and I think it to make it look like a doctor kind of thing too. So all over the world, I think people are obviously realizing how important.
I mean, this day is definitely
hospital employees.
Today it's definitely gonna be recognized, I think, and celebrated more than any other year since it started. I mean, because
for sure.
1974 is when they started really celebrating the last
Yeah, Like 4 years. 40.
40.
What did I say? 4?
4. It's
Whatever.
like 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
40 years.
40 years. So,
Yeah.
so to celebrate, I mean, literally do anything that supports your local nurses. I mean, if you can donate some money, I don't even know if you're allowed to like bring them food or anything. I think you have to
I don't know.
be a
like,
restaurant or something like that, but
No.
donate money or time or just do one of the things like,
Well,
cheer
definitely-
for 'em at shift change.
Yeah. Or if you have anybody in your family
Oh yeah,
or friends,
definitely call
like,
them and let them know how much you appreciate them.
And you could, not at the hospital, but you could maybe bring them or order them some kind of
Yeah.
cake, possibly.
Yeah, I think nurses definitely deserve a cake today.
Yeah. I think you can have a cake.
Yeah,
I think it's a cake day,
it's a cake day, definitely.
especially this year.
And to honor the nurses everywhere.
Yeah. Get a blue and white cake with a stethoscope on it
Yeah.
or whatever. Get I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. A gurney or something.
Get something on it.
Something shaped.
Or just
Or drawn
write
out.
like thank you,
Yeah, thank you,
nurses of this hospital, and
Yeah.
then smash it into your own face.
Yeah, and then eat it. Yeah. Right to the hospital, and then you eat it.
No, I mean, if you can't go to you got to
I
have
don't
one
think you
for
can
yourself and one for them.
But I don't think you can technically bring them anything right now. So stay quarantined, stay in your house.
Yeah, that's a
unless,
good way to celebrate. Don't get sick and give them more work to do.
Yeah, no. Just eat your own cake. Eat
Stay-
your own cake, but be happy for them.
Yeah,
And hope that they all make it out safe.
yeah.
Cool.
And then hopefully at the end of this, they're not all going insane
Yeah,
because they probably already are.
I'm sure.
Have you seen like the pictures of like from them like having the face masks on and stuff? They have like bruises and shit all over their faces.
Yeah, from
the-
having it on for so long.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Poor nurses.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Yikes. I would
Okay.
never want to work in a hospital.
Nope, me neither.
That's just me, though.
But thank you so much
More-
for everything you do,
Yeah,
nurses
more
and
power to
doctors.
you guys.
Yeah, you guys are great. We would be all dead right now without you.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone would be dead, and then it would just be nurses. And nurses would rule the world.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
Cool.
cool.
Are you signing off for me?
I'll sign off.
Didn't
Thank
you
you.
open it?
I did open it.
Yeah, see,
Shh,
you
I'm
forgot this
tired.
time, and I forgot last time.
Thank you for joining us for International Nurses Day. Thank you, nurses everywhere. We love you. We appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully we all make it out the other side. Have a cake. Celebrate yourself and the nurses. I mean, I meant really, if
You
you're
are.
a nurse,
Yeah,
celebrate
yeah.
yourself. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.
See you guys. This has been a Seven Lamb production.